Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Arcade here, and I am bringing you a 2-cent review today on God Eater 2 Rage Burst. Let's talk about it. Game came out last year in the US. It's been out for a couple of years out in Japan. Came out and on PS Vita first, and later on down the road they released it for PlayStation 4 and PC. So what exactly is the game about? It's about people that hunt monsters. That's it. You're looking for a Monster Hunter type game with a little bit more substance to it, a little bit more anime storyline going on. This is exactly what you should be looking for. So yeah, it's a Monster Hunter-like game. I don't know if that really counts as a genre, but you're going to be hunting monsters, taking parts from them, making better gear, and hunting bigger monsters, repeating the cycle. There is a little bit of story thrown in, a lot of it is filler. I am enjoying it overall. I couldn't really tell you much of what's going on in the story. I haven't been paying too much attention. I just want to fight monsters. So far, the story's keeping me somewhat entertained, although it's going to be something I'll forget in the future. So how about the presentation? How does this game look? How's it sound? Well, look at it. I mean, look at it. It's a port of a PlayStation Vita game. It's not going to look so hot. The Vita version came out in 2013, so that doesn't help it even more. The hardest issue I had getting into this game was the graphics. The visuals just aren't that great. Most of the time you aren't really looking at the backdrops on the map themselves. You are mainly paying attention to the monsters that you're fighting. And the monsters at least look a little better than the world itself. All in all, the visuals aren't that great. So how does the game sound? Well, as far as the soundtrack goes, it's kind of cool. I like some tracks in there. None of them are really memorable, but when I am fighting a certain monster and an orchestral track starts to play and it crescendos as a monster wiping my face with the floor like it's a Mr. Clean magic eraser, I kind of feel awesome. Not because I'm getting my ass handed to me, but because the music makes me feel like I can get back up and teach this monster who their daddy really is. It's me. I'm their daddy. As far as the sound effects go, oh man, it's so generic. The sound effects are going to drive you insane unless you let them fade into white noise. You ever had a friend that talks to you, or just someone you know, and they begin to talk about something completely irrelevant? They start talking about their Monarch butterfly collection and how that Monarch butterfly collection reminds them of their uncle, and their uncle took them out on fishing trips when they were young. It starts to fade to white noise. That's what these sound effects did for me. They faded to white noise, and that's fine for me. The sound effects I didn't want to hear all the time, so I just blocked them out. As far as the voice acting goes, it's very hit or miss. Some of the characters are pretty convincing. A lot of the characters, not so much. And there's a couple characters that kind of just make me cringe whenever they open their mouth. All in all, the presentation of the game is subpar. It's aight. And last but not least, the gameplay. How's the game handle? Well, not so great. In my opinion, Monster Hunter has a bit better of a response time, but this game's also a little faster paced. You have two different weapons you can switch between at any time during the mission. You have a melee weapon and a long distance weapon. I've run the same weapons throughout the entire game, or the same weapon type, and sometimes I just feel like I can't execute combos properly, or there's other times where I'll dodge, but I won't move out of the way. There's a couple of little things here or there that make me believe that it's not responding as quickly as it could, but there are other times where it does respond quickly. The game handles well. Altogether, I think the game handles fine though. It does what it needs to do. I have been frustrated here or there, but not more than that. The game's menus though, oh man, get ready, because there are menus on menus on menus. A good half of this game, for me at least, was being spent in the menus, upgrading my companions, leveling things up, melting things down, trying to switch something for something else so I could have this material part to build this piece of these pants that I wanted to wear because I had the shirt, but my pants didn't match at all. None of it's too grindy. You don't really have to grind too much for it, but there's a lot of navigation as far as the menus go, and it can be a little overwhelming at first to get into it. So overall, how'd I feel about the game? I like it. I've put 14 hours into it, and I'm still playing it happily. I'm enjoying my time with it. I see myself more than likely finishing it unless something else super fun and exciting comes out in the next week or two that I have to play. So overall, would I recommend the game? I would recommend it for maybe $30. However, the caveat to buying this game is you have to get it for $60, but you get the first game with it, God Eater 1. And paying $60 for two ports of PS Vita games, that kind of hurt my wallet a little bit. $30 seems perfect for me. If you can get the game for about $30 or so, I would say pick it up. It's fun, especially if you're into the Monster Hunter genre, Monster Hunter style of games. You want something on PC or PlayStation, maybe to fill up the time while we're waiting for Monster Hunter World to come out. But yeah, game's aight. It's cool. I'd buy it for $30.
Definitely not full price.
So that was my 2 cents on God Eater 2 Rage Burst. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, please click that like button, press the subscribe thingy, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Love ya. Bye-bye.